Welcome to the Jamestown Distributors Workshop. Here in our workshops, we constantly have ongoing restoration projects. In today's webisode, we'll be painting a kiteboard. This project will be used to compare three one-part topside paints. We'll be using Petit Easy Epoxy in a bright red, Interlux Bright Side in a sea green, and Epiphanis Monourethane in a yellow. For this experiment, our controls were the temperature, which was at a constant 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and the application technique, which was rolling and tipping for all three paints. We will be comparing the ease of application, the dry time, the number of coats needed, and finally each paint will be subject to a scratch test. First, we prep the surface by sanding, cleaning with Interlux 202 solvent, and then tacking. Then we measured to determine where to tape off the surface. Once the measurements were set, we marked off the board with 3M 1/4" blue vinyl tape. Since we'll start by painting the two outer thirds, the inner third was taped up with 3M blue painter's tape. We also taped the bottom edge to prevent paint from getting on it. Now we're ready to start painting. We started with Petit Easy Epoxy. Then we painted the other side with Interlux Bright Side. The paint will take 18 to 24 hours to dry. The next day, a second coat was applied. Again, we allowed it to dry for 24 hours. We determined that 2 coats worked well for the Petit and the Interlux. Before giving the Epiphanis a try, we removed the tape, then we wet sanded and buffed the painted areas. Next, we taped the outer thirds and we applied the first coat of Epiphanis. We let it dry overnight and then gave it a second coat the next day. 2 coats also worked well for Epiphanis. So again, we removed the tape, then we wet sanded and buffed. It was now time to evaluate the 3 paints. When we evaluated for ease of application, Petit tipped easiest, followed by Epiphanis and then Interlux. When it came to dry time, Interlux was touch dry in 5 hours, Petit in 24, and Epiphanis was still a little tacky even after 24 hours. Finally, we applied the scratch test to each paint. Interlux scratched easiest, followed by Petit, while Epiphanis had little noticeable damage. And now, our board is ready to go. From all of us at JDTV, thanks for watching, and be sure to join us next time for another insightful webisode from the Jamestown Distributors Workshop.